Hello, fifth hour. Hello, Caesar and I are here to walk you through your latest assignment. We're going to create you a resume. A resume is when you guys later in life will be looking for employment. You'll be applying for different jobs. Most companies and bosses and employers are looking for what's on your resume. What have you done with your life? And so we'll use Google Docs today to put one together that you can use in the future. And also the idea is we're going to give you some goals to reach and look forward to. What does your future look like? I don't know. Well, it's tough to predict, Caesar, but we're going to try our best. Anyway, Caesar is going to go take his nap. Bye, Caesar. So let's get to work on creating your resume, the future resume. Anyway, to do that, let's go to the Google machine. And we want to get to Google Docs. Sound like a plan? So we'll get there. Now, again, we want a resume, and we're going to let Google do most of the work for us. So let's just use one of their templates. In fact, we'll use the resume serif template. The first option, my friends, is the one you're going to want to choose. So let's click on that. Now, again, this is a resume of your future, what you think your future will look like. So we're going to put, how about we name it Future Resume GDL, since this is Global Digital Leadership. Now, really, again, we're just going to be replacing the information with what the template has already provided for us. So let's get to work here. The first thing you can do very easily is just put your first and last name up here where it has, your name. Now, right here, I'm looking for an inspiring quote, something that maybe represents you and your life. What sums up you as a person? Maybe you just Google inspirational quotes like Lazdog is doing right here. And if we go to inspirational quotes, see how easy that came up here, my friends? I want you to find a quote that, again, best sums up you and your personality. Something that an employer would look at and say, oh man, I should hire this person because clearly they're a motivated person. So I'm going to go with magic is might. Nah, that's not very professional. We want to do, again, something that's professional, something that's going to get us hired. So maybe, I'll quote Albert Einstein. I'll say, imagination is more important than knowledge. Man, that's a powerful quote. And I'll attribute it to Albert Einstein. Beautiful. We're off to a very good start with our resume. Now, this information, again, you want to put your address so your employer can get back to you. If you don't want to use your address, just use Ruther's, like Lazo is doing right here. I'm putting 1430 East Auburn Road. Again, if you don't want to put your real address, you can use Ruther's. Ruther is in Rochester Hills, comma, and then our state abbreviation, Michigan, is MI. Our zip code, which is a 5-number code, 48307. And again, if you don't want to put your phone number, you can always put the phone number of the school, which is 248-726-4700. 4700. It's good to let your employers know. Again, this is my contact information. If they ever want to get a hold of me, this is the best way to do so. So I've also included my email address. And you notice when I hit spacebar, it became a link. All right, I've got that all taken care of. Now, as I pull up my Google Drive, if you don't mind, because I'm going to be honest with you, kids, I created mine earlier. So I want to pull up my finished product because you guys don't want to see me, type all this stuff live and living color. You get the idea. So anyway, the next thing you're going to want to do is I want you to think of 3 jobs that you're going to have when you can start working before you get that dream job of an architect or president of the United States or chief justice of the Supreme Court or brain surgeon or professional dancer. What jobs are going to lead you to that point? Now, we all have to start somewhere. Lazo started at Hungry Howie's. Then I graduated to a car wash before I got hired by Rochester Community Schools. And you might think, well, what'd you learn from making pizzas and washing and drying cars? There's a lot you can learn. And the way I worded my job responsibilities down here, which is what you'll do, I encourage you to read mine as an example. Again, on a resume, the job that you start the list is your most current experience. And again, mine is as a teacher. So I put, this is my employer. Specifically, this is where I work. And this is my job title. I put the month and the year I was hired. And again, my most recent job is present. But you can see before that, I worked at a car wash in Hungry Howie's. And again, this is where it was at. And this was the name of my specific job. Underneath it, you give me a quick description of what you did. And again, this is information that you want your employers to read and say, oh man, look at all the skills they have. Look at all the work they did on this job. I want to hire this person based on their experience at their previous work. I know it was just making pizzas, but look at all the work you actually did. So underneath where you're going to put, again, you're going to make this stuff up, kids. This is your future resume. So we're going to use our imagination here. And where do you see yourself working in high school or maybe college or maybe that first job out of college, again, before you land your dream job? Just make something up, maybe set your goals here, and then describe, again, fictionally, what do you think you're going to do on that job? Because on your resume, you're going to want to put some job experience. Now, underneath that is going to come education. So again, you guys just need to change this stuff on the Google template like Lazo already has. You can see it has education listed here. So that's what you want to do next, your education. Where do you see yourself graduating from college? Again, your most recent education would go first. So where do you see yourself maybe going to college? And maybe tell me what you're going to major in and quickly describe your time at that college. And then where do you see yourself graduating high school from? You can see I graduated from Adams. Again, I put the location of where I was at. I put my degree, or in the high school's case, in this case, a diploma, and a little bit about your time there. Now that's it as far as this column. If you go to your template, it's going to have projects, but we don't need to do that. We're going to not put that on our resume, so we can just delete the projects part. Now all we need to do is go over here and we need to put, what are some skills that we are going to bring to our future employee? What can we do well? What do we excel at? What are we an expert in? What would be a good skill that an employer would want to see that you had? You're going to put maybe 2 or 3 skills down here. You can see, Lazo, I've got 3 skills that I put down. These are things that I'm good at that an employer might want to hire me for. Then it's going to ask you for some awards. And it's got 4 listed, but again, maybe like 2 or 3. Think of some awards you're going to win in your future. Again, we're just making this stuff up, my friends. It's your future resume. But what awards do you see yourself winning that an employer would want to see and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know this person won the Heisman Trophy. I didn't know this person won the Nobel Prize for Literature. I didn't know this person was a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. So what are some awards you see yourself winning that would really look good on a job resume? You can see on mine, I actually won this award for Rochester Community Schools called the Sparkle Award for working with special education students. And then I don't know if you know, back in the day, I was a pretty good football player. I was our team MVP on the Rochester Redskins JV team. An employer might look at that and say, oh man, well, if he led his team, he could lead my company. The last thing you need to put is, all right, companies want to see that you can talk and speak and maybe travel to other countries and do business there. What languages do you speak? Oh, thanks, Jenny. I speak a little English, little Spanish. And then that's it. You put together your future resume. It's that easy, my friends. Now all I have to do is print this off, bring it to my job interview, hand it over to the person interviewing me. They would look it over. You're hired. That's how you do a resume. And again, my friends, Google will do a lot of the work for you. All you have to do, again, Google Docs is where you want to go. And when you get to Google Docs, just use the template that they provided for you. You're going to use resume, the serif one, and then really from there, it's just plugging in all the information that you believe is going to be in your future. Again, one quick reminder, we can delete the projects part of it that we really don't need. The rest of the stuff, do the best you can. I can't wait to see what your future holds. When you're done with this work, all you're going to do is share it with LazDog as we've done before. So mlazo at rcs-k12.us. You will send it. And sure enough, momentarily, I will aha, there it is. Good job, pat on the back. So now you know, my friends, how to create a resume. What will your future look like? I can't wait again to see it. If you have any questions, you can always email LazDog. I am here to help, or join me in my office hours. I hope this video has been helpful. Caesar wanted me to say goodbye. Take care, everyone. See you later.